Today we're going to be doing a natural makeup look. So I'm starting off with my moisturizer. I'm using that to hydrate my face, just to set the base for the foundation. Then I'm going in with my translucent powder. I do this to mattify my brows and to get rid of all that excess oil which makes the brows last longer. Then I'm going in with a brow gel to lay my brows down. I like to give it this swoop once I'm done laying it down, just for the brows to slip down a bit before I go ahead to draw them. I'm just going back in with my setting powder to mattify that brow gel I just applied on my eye. I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil in the shade Deep Brown, just to lightly fill in my brows. I don't like to do too much once I'm doing looks like this, so I just lightly fill in my brows and then I conceal. I'm going in with a concealer that is very close to my skin tone, just because I do not want to spend so much time blending out products. And once I'm applying, I drag down so it's easy to blend out the concealer. Then I go ahead to just blend out the concealer. I'm dragging it into my eyelid because I want to kind of correct the darkness around my eyes and prep the eyelids for eyeshadow. I'm going in with my translucent setting powder just to set that concealer I just blended out and to mattify that area. This will help any eyeshadow you want to apply glide on smoothly. Now I'm going in with a bronzer. This is a powder palette actually, but I'm going to be using the darker shade on the powder palette, something close to my skin tone but darker on my eyelid, just to give that natural bronzy eye look. Now I'm going in with my mascara just to darken my eyelashes and to prep my eye to fix my lashes. I'm going in with these lashes I got from Shein. I like to use a natural looking lashes to do natural looks like this because it just makes the look come together. I'm now going in with my foundation in the shade 342. I like to keep the application very light so it's not too heavy on my face. Then I'm going in with a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. For this look, we don't want to use a lot of concealer, so I'm focusing just on one concealer. We're going to apply and then let it dry down before we go in to blend. I'm blending out the concealer under my eyes from the edges first before I then go in to blend it. Now I'm going in with a bronzer. I like to stick to bronzer rather than contour because it has this warm undertone that is fit for this natural look we're going for today. I also like to contour my lips a bit. I'm also taking a bit of that bronzer and then applying it on my forehead. Instead of going in with a blush, I like to go in with a blonzer. That is a blush with a mix of bronzer. So it has kind of like a bronzer shade, but it's a bit much warmer, almost close to a blush or a bronzer. So I like to use that because it just gives this natural look that we're going for today. I'm going ahead to blend out every harsh line I see. Now I'm going in with my translucent setting powder to set my under eye. You want to make sure you get into all these areas where you highlighted very well. Then I'm going in to set other highlighted areas on my face. Now I'm going in with the same powder palette to use to bronze my face. You can actually use a bronzer for this, but this one palette serves that purpose, so I'm just using that to bronze up my face. Just getting into all the areas where I bronzed. Now I'm going in with my exact powder shade in the same palette. I'm just applying that all over my face to even out the complexion. Now I'm going in with a blush shade that is close to my skin tone. I don't want to use something too far away from my natural undertone on my skin tone, just because we're going for a natural look. Now for the lips, you want to use a liner that is not too dark, something not too far from your skin tone, just to keep that natural look going. So I'm using this liner from Omari Code Beauty. It's a Nigerian brand. It's pretty light and it goes with the look we're going for. Then I'm going in with this nude gloss from Mohini Beauty. It's a Nigerian brand. I love the gloss. It's a very soft nude gloss and light, and it goes well with the look we're going for. Then I'm just topping it up with a clear gloss just to bring the look together. I'm going to go ahead and dust off the excess powder under my eyes. Then I'm going to give my eyes a little pop, just using a lighter shade of powder in the inner corner of my eye. This step is not necessary. I just like to give my eyes that pop. I'm applying mascara to my bottom lashes. This brings out my eyes even more, especially because I did not use a liner or anything on my eye, so it just makes my eye pop. I like to use a dewy highlighter rather than a loose highlighter when I'm going for natural looks like this, because it just looks more natural and the glow looks like it comes from within rather than it just sitting on your face like that. This highlighter is from TM Essentials in the shade Obsession. It's also a Nigerian brand. Then I'm just going back in with my contour brush just to shaping out that highlight I just did and make it pop. And that is it for our natural look. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share, subscribe and comment on this video, and I'll see you guys.